Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about my week 21 updates. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. My name is Tina and I had traditional duodenal switch surgery on June 9th of 2020. My highest weight ever was 340 pounds. My surgery weight was 252 pounds and my current weight is 208 pounds. So I've lost I didn't do the math today, but I've lost a good chunk of weight and I'm really excited to be under 210 pounds. I have not been under 210 pounds since before I met my husband. So we've been together for about 6 years. So, and I met him, I weighed 210 pounds and then it was just up from there. So, yeah, I don't remember being 208 pounds. But it's been a long time. It's been at least probably 10 years. So I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. I'm having a little bit of I don't know how to explain it. I follow a lot of people on duodenal switch, like on Facebook groups and on Instagram groups and things like that, and there are a lot of people who had their surgery and started the same weight or close to the same weight that I started, and they've lost 100 pounds at this point, five months out. And I'm I haven't lost 100 pounds. I haven't even lost 50 pounds really since my surgery day, almost, but not quite. So I have a little bit of not really jealousy, but just I really feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I wish I was losing faster. But the flip side of that is I do know that I'm older than a lot of these people, and I do know that I've basically abused my body my whole life with crash dieting, and also my top weight ever was 90 pounds more than it was when I had surgery. So I've lost a lot of weight in my life, and I'm so happy to be under 210. And I'm really, really excited to be under 200. So the last time I weighed myself was November 1st. I'm filming this on November 3rd. I already voted. In Washington State, we do that by mail. So I voted, a couple weeks ago. But I hope that everybody votes. Anyway, I saw in one of these Instagram posts, somebody said no way, no WEIGH November, and they're pledging to not weigh themselves through the whole month of November. And since I'm having I'm just kind of tripping out about being under 210 and really, really wanting to be under 200. And it's kind of just stressing me out a little bit. And so I thought maybe that's a great idea for me. Maybe I should not weigh myself in November. So I do have an appointment with in Dr. Shrikant's office the last week of November. I have to do labs, or they're going to look at my labs. So I don't know. I'm just not going to weigh myself until I go see the doctor. And I don't really know. I know if I drink a lot of water and make sure that I get my protein in, I have a really good chance of not stalling. And so hopefully I'll be under 200 pounds by then. And it would be really awesome for me. But I don't want to, this is the whole thing. I just don't want to be dreading the scale. So no way November. So I have a couple updates. I made a pretty big mistake. And this is kind of, we have a lot of holidays coming up and a lot of celebrations, and we're still in quarantine mode here in Washington State, at least in where I'm living. So I don't socialize very much, and I'm concerned about having family and friends over, but I know we're going to be having some people over for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. But we had Halloween a couple of days ago, and we had we live in kind of a gated area, so we don't get very many trick-or-treaters, but we just, they always have Halloween candy on sale, and so we bought a lot, and we bought like full-size candy bars at Costco, and neither one of us need it. I don't know what that was about. I guess it was a good deal. Anyway, so it was Halloween day. We waited for some trick-or-treaters. Nobody came. Not surprising. We indulged, and I had Reese's peanut butter cups, and I had not all at one time. This is all through the day, and I had half of a Kit Kat bar, and they went down fine. I didn't have any trouble eating them at the time. Slider foods go down great. So I did that, and then the next morning I paid for it. I had about an hour's worth of regret on the toilet in the bathroom, and I was so happy before I did that with my, after I had surgery, my surgical team, Carly and Dr. Shrikant, both told me that it's going to be about a year of kind of adjusting to my body and my new normal, and so kind of expect to have constipation or diarrhea or just different things going on with my stomach. And I had been free of both of those things for a good 2 months, and I had been so proud of myself. I wasn't struggling with either one of those things, and now it's back. Now I'm back to having very bad diarrhea issues. I was woke up in the middle of the night, 2 nights in a row, having to go to the bathroom in a big way. Excuse me. And I just deeply regret that. It wasn't worth it. I could have just had one Reese's peanut butter cups. I didn't have to have both of the cups. I didn't have to have I don't even like Kit Kat. So yeah, and now the other thing that's really bad is that before that I didn't have any sugar cravings. Before that I consumed so much sweet things with my protein shakes, and so I didn't have any cravings for sugar, which in foresight or hindsight, I believe that I have a really bad sugar addiction that I had not dealt with, and I had, the surgery had cured me of that. And then Halloween comes and I eat a bunch of sugar, and so since then, not only is my stomach tore up, but I've been craving candy. And so I just want to warn anybody, if you are thinking it's not going to be a big deal if you have some sugar or go, cross that line or whatever. I had gone almost 5 months with no sugar whatsoever and no cravings and no issues, and I blew it. I did, for Reese's peanut butter cups. So now I'm going through sugar withdrawal again. Every night before I go to bed, I want candy or cookies or ice cream or just something sweet. And yeah, so that's I made a consequences video, and this is probably just a part 2 of that, unfortunately. So yeah, not worth it. I mean, it was yummy. I probably just needed to do that just to get out of my system, to remember that it's not, I love Reese's peanut butter cups. I've always loved Reese's peanut butter cups, but it's not worth being, over 200 pounds. It's not worth having to go through duodenal switch surgery and, being up all night, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom. That is not worth it at all. So yeah, that was just another one of my mistakes. I'm just sharing with you because I just know, people do things, and yeah, I just wanted to tell you what could happen and what should have happened, and what I wish had happened was I just would have not worried about the candy, that I didn't need it. Another thing that's happening that I want to share is that I have noticed, probably since last week, I sleep on my stomach. Unfortunately, I don't like sleeping on my stomach because it's giving me wrinkles right here, but whatever, I still can't sleep if I'm not on my stomach. But I'm noticing when I roll over in my sleep, I've slept on my stomach my whole life, so every time it's not weird, but now I'm noticing when I roll over, my skin is a separate step. And I don't know how to really, I'm going to just try to explain it the best I can. But I roll over and then I have to adjust my skin to take it with me, and I don't know. I'm going to have a lot of loose skin. I know that's just part of the process. And I expected it, and I'm probably going to have surgery eventually, but I've just noticed it recently, and I just wanted to share that with you. And it's kind of makes me really happy because it shows that I'm losing weight all over, not just my shoulders, which is where I always lose weight, and my face. It is truly coming from my lower body. But it's just a weird thing that I haven't heard anybody else really talk about, so I just thought I would share that with you. Rolling over, I don't know if that is even going to make sense to anybody out there, but just rolling over and then bringing your skin with you is it's gross and it's weird, but it's kind of cool. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you please subscribe to my channel, and I really hope you voted, and yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.